Hey guys, I'm Danny Johnson, CEO at TPP, the Positive Porpoise.
I'm Jason Miller for Fins Up SoCal Fan Club.
I'm Scott Howell from Atlanta Dolphin Club.
Mark Angelo, NorCal Dolphin Club.
You're listening to Clock Blockers, Miami fans' #1 morning show.
Run it, 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 run it.
What is up, ladies? It is your boy, Stephen D, right here live, direct in effect on this beautiful Friday morning. This beautiful Friday morning that I lost power right at the beginning of the show, man. The power of power, I guess, is a good way to put it, man. I got on this morning and I was all set. I was all ready to go, and then whoosh, power, straight up gone. And I was like, what do I do? So I had to get on my phone, try to be like, hey, guys, I lost power. I'll be up here in a minute. Well, thank God the power came right back on. But it shut down everything. I had to reset my internet and router and all that crap. And look, they try to work against me, but that's okay. I'm here. I'm ready to go, and I'm ready to put on a great show for you guys because nothing's going to stop SpreadCon this Friday. That's going to happen. That's not going to happen. So super excited about hanging out with y'all. I want to say good morning to my Fin family and my Fin laws. This is Miami fans' #1 morning show, Clock Blockers. And I want to say good morning to everybody that is in the chat box this morning. Russell, Word of Mouth, Chef Zhu, Delusional Patriots fan. Did you turn off my power this morning? Do you have something to do with this? This sounds like a Bill Belichick kind of thing to do. I'm just saying. Andrevius, what's up, my guy? John Featherland, Florida-born, Kentucky-grown, Christmas in Somerville, Flipside Fishing, Chad M, Big Drip ENT, Leo Joseph, Stetson O, D-Dub is in the building. D-Dub and I were chatting on Twitter last night, watching that Ohio State Minnesota game. Man, I'm going to talk about that for a minute because I ain't never seen the officials in that game were so bad. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm going to say right there. Estefan, what's up? Yeah, I'm super excited to be hanging out with you. Guys, this is the last Friday where there's going to be no Dolphins football on Sunday for a very long time. Are y'all excited about that? I'm excited about that. I'm super excited about that. Guys, look, if you haven't done so already, please go hit that like button. Go hit the like button. It doesn't cost you anything to do. It's free. It's free to do. Go hit it. Go share this. Let people know that you're here. Come on. What's up? He said, Florida-born Kentucky says, I'm so hyped for week 1. Roman Soldier said, Minnesota almost had it. I'm going to talk about it for a minute. Just bear with me. Alberto said, it's Friday. I know, bro. I'm super excited about it. Yeah, make sure you hit that like button and share and subscribe. Okay? Guys, if you haven't done so already, I want to remind you, hey, where are my members at? Where's Chef Zhu? Who else I got up here? Andrevius, Andre 3003 Stacks. Who else I got up here this morning? Flipside, Big Drip ENT. I'm trying to see where Flipside Fishing, Stetson, D-Dub. Guys, tell people they need to show up. They need to join Ennis. Tell them they need to become part of the family. There's a seat at the table for you. The power only goes off once in a while, but we got each other. That's okay. You guys sign up, become a member of the YouTube channel here. We got a lot of great stuff here, and I'd love to see Roman Soldiers become part of the club. I'd love to see Roman Soldiers become part of the YouTube membership, or Sean Tunzel, or Sean Dixon. What's up, Sean Dixon? I mean, Florida-born, Kentucky-grown. You're always here. Sign up. Become a member. Who else? Alberto. 4 P's equal payoff. Come on, bro. As much as you're here, you need to become officially part of the family. Poda, 305 for real. John Featherland. Delusional Patriots fan. I should have a membership from you. I'm just saying. You can come over to us, man. I won't tell no other Patriots fan that I have a Patriots fan that is a member of my channel. I won't say nothing. I won't say nothing at all. I promise. Stetson said, join the best morning show. He said, Alberto says, and I'm watching this while in class, just looking at the clock, weekend ready. Hey man, if you're watching me instead of the teacher, I hope you're passing that class. I hope you are passing that class, Alberto. That's all I'm going to say about that. Guys, if you want to donate to the channel and help the channel grow, you guys can do that one of three ways. You guys can do the YouTube live super chat. You guys can do PayPal, which is MSM Podcast Network, or you guys can do the Cash App, which is the $MSM Podcast Network. All right. Donate to the channel. It goes to helping the channel grow. There's a lot of things we want to do this year. And anytime you guys donate, it's a big deal and it helps the channel grow. Now, I want to give a big shout out to a sponsor. But before I do that, I want to bring in my boy that I co-host with every Friday. You guys know him. You guys love him. Well, I don't know if you guys love him. I love him. He's a great guy. And in fact, he's wearing the same hat as me today. My man, Cameron. What's up, Cameron from East?
Hey, good morning, Stephen. Good morning, Stephen D. Spread kindness Fridays to my Clock Blockers fam. Good morning.
Hey, man, explain to people why I'm still trying to fix stuff here. What is Tailgreeter, and how are you involved in Tailgreeter?
Man, that is a great question. Tailgreeter.com, a great sponsor here of the Clock Blockers show, is a website and a soon-to-be dropped app. Thinking about it as Airbnb for tailgating. Say, Stephen D, you call me up and say, hey, man, let's go to Las Vegas, check out the Raiders and the Dolphins game. We don't know anybody out there. We get on this website, get on the app, and say, hey, man, there's a tailgate that we want to go hit up, and I'll pay my money, and I'll get a barcode and sent to my phone. I show up to the tailgate, and they're like, hey, man, we're here for the Tailgreeter tailgate. Let's go. And that's what it's all about. And so I run East 32 Dolphins tailgate, and I'm East 32 is the host tailgate for all Miami Dolphins games for this upcoming season through Tailgreeter.com.
I am super excited about it. You got a lot of things going on there. For those of you who've never been to a game at the Hard Rock, you got to go. You got to go. Not only do you got to go, there's a lot of things that East 32 does. They got food. They got drink. They're going to have me this year. I'm pretty excited about that. Doing a live pregame show live from the tailgate. That's going to be a lot of fun.
A lot of fun, man. We have visiting fan clubs hosting. We have a live DJ. We're going to have the Honorable Solo D drop in some new tracks at the tailgate throughout the season.
Yeah, dude, it's going to be
a
good time. It's going to be a good time had by all. So I am super. I'm wearing my East 32, my dirty stuff this morning. I'm representing big. Look at that, East 32 in the building. You guys want to get this merchandise? You guys show up to the tailgate. You guys show up to the tailgate, you'll get that merchandise. So what's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Busy. In fact, I got to jump off early for you, about 9:25 or so, because I'm meeting with the Dolphins stadium brass this morning.
I know. So I heard. So I got the text this morning. but I'm look. Nobody's praying harder than me because I benefit out of this deal. So I'm like, let's go. I need that to happen. Go through, please.
We'll see what happens. I'll fill you in more later on, but we could have an East 32 or some form of East 32 inside the stadium for games.
I know, so concessions, so something like that, a stand, something. That's pretty dope, man. That's awesome. Let me ask you, I mean, you've done this for years, man. Have you always dreamed about, how to, having something inside the stadium or being, officially a part of the Dolphins in some way, shape, or form of the game day experience?
It's funny. They approached us. They realized, the draw that we have and the quality that we produce. And so we're going to, go meet with them this morning and see what's up.
Dwayne hit the nail on the head. He said, safe way to drink without driving if you're an out-of-towner as well. Tailgate with an organization. All day, man. And they got Uber out there. They have an Uber spot right at the stadium. You can get picked up and dropped off.
Yeah, it's actually right across the aisle from East 32. So D-Dub hit the nail right on the head, man. It's the safest way, and we're family friendly. we're live out there. We have a good time, and the food quality is great, and the drinks are top notch. So,
hey guys, as a fellow foodie, as a fat man, the food is on point. I will co-sign for that. Okay, all day. Hey, so did you watch any college football last night?
Man, my thumbs wore out, man, because I was watching that Ohio State Minnesota game, the UCF game, which didn't end till after midnight this morning. And then, I'm a baseball freak, so I was watching my Cubs on a walk-off fashion and a crazy game, and then watching.
You still watch the Cubs even though they have no chance of making it?
Oh man, die hard till I die, man.
That's okay.
And I was watching the Marlins too, and they're just horrible. But anyway, yes, I watch college football.
Real quick, look, I'm here to we're going to talk Dolphins, but let's talk about that Ohio State game because that was, first of all, let's get something straight. I was super excited that competitive football was back. Minnesota had a packed stadium. The house was rocking. I watched the whole game from start to finish, and I was stoked about it. And Minnesota had that game. They had that game. And I'm not saying, look, there was some questionable non-calls last night in that game that just was like, man, Ohio State always gets those stupid calls every time. Even when they played us in the national championship game 20 years ago. I remember that crap. They always get those calls. What did you think about that? Like some of the non-calls, the pass interference non-calls or that was targeting at the end of the game. There's no way that's not targeting at the end of that game.
Listen, both teams play with the same set of refs, right? I mean, calls go both ways.
I don't think last night they were.
I'll tell you what was more of a factor. And listen, I agree with you. There were some calls that could have gone Minnesota's way, should have gone Minnesota's way. But the calls were made. I think my point is that number one, Minnesota losing their big stud running back had a lot more to do with
that
Ohio.
Was a truck.
He's a fifth-year senior who he's the reason why I was watching that game. Number one, and secondly, I wanted to see what kind of talent Ohio State brought to the field after losing so much last year through the NFL draft. But Minnesota couldn't control the clock, and if they had had that running back, and it would have been a different story.
It was crazy. Tell me about I didn't get a chance to watch the FIU game. What was that?
The UCF game?
The UCF game.
Man.
FIU played last night too, I think.
Yeah, they did. But the UCF game was crazy. Boise State went up 21 points, and UCF came back.
It was a 100-yard pick six, right, at the beginning of the game?
It was. And
I've never seen that a day in my life.
After a 3-hour weather delay, man, they put up like 21 unprecedented points or something like that, and to win in the fourth quarter, man, it was a crazy comeback, and it was fun. It was good to see, to your point, college football and packed stadiums back, on the radar for all of us to be able to enjoy.
So last night during that big 3-hour rain delay, the starting quarterback for Boise State had a business class. That was Zoom, and he's in the locker room attending his class in full uniform. I'm trying to find the thing so I can share it because that's pretty cool. That's what college football is all about right there.
I don't know, man. In some of the bigger schools, they'd have one of the proxy students taking that class for them. That's all I'm going to say about that.
But I mean, look, man, I'm just excited. Number one, that college football's back, right? And back in full fashion. The fans are back, and all's last night did is just get me pumped for 2 weeks from now when Buffalo's in town here.
Hey, my favorite play of everything on TV last night, and as a professed fat man, Steve. How about that Ohio State defensive lineman, man, going in for the score on that fumble return?
Bro, straight like that. Like, I always love when a fat guy scores. I can appreciate it.
Fat guy touchdowns are always the best.
They are. I love when like a running back or a quarterback scores and they bring in the offensive lineman and they have him spike the ball. That's the best part. Man, I can't find this stupid post on Twitter anywhere. Man, somebody tag me in it. Go look for it and tag me in it because I want to share it. It's really good. Yeah, man. Look, last night was fun, man. So, all right. I don't have you for long.
Yeah, man. Let's get to it.
I want to hear your thoughts of the 53, man. What did you think about the 53-man roster? What did you think about the practice squad, stuff like that? What do you think about Malcolm Perry going to New England?
Listen, I've been talking and chiming in on the chat all week about this. And listen, the guys who got cut, there was no one really surprising to me. The guys who did get cut, and I hope that would go to the practice squad did. Although did Shaquem Griffin sign somewhere else?
No, he's on our practice squad.
Because he wasn't listed on our practice squad last night. And on the Dolphins website.
Well, he's there.
So if that was updated, great. I overall, I was just scouring the league practice squads from the different teams, especially the freaking Patriots. I mean, they signed Nick Foles to their or was it Foles? Was it not Nick Foles, the kicker? Folk. Yeah, whatever his name. The guy's been in the league since 2006, and now he's on the practice squad. And so it's just a stash, right? And that's what the practice squad means this year. With COVID implications.
I'm telling you, they're going to keep that rule. Like, I think it's a good rule to have. I like the way this is set up finally.
Well, it gets more guys paid. The Players Association loves it. And I enjoy it too, because it keeps more your players, on the team, and you can filter them, bring them up and down, throughout the year, as long as they clear waivers. But nothing surprised me. Back to your question. I found it
not even having 5 stupid tight ends with Ethan Carter and Durham Smythe and
no. And I was saying this the other day, like Will Fuller, is suspended for the first game. So there's somebody that's occupying his roster spot that is not going to be there week 2. And whether that's Durham Smythe or Ethan Carter or not Malcolm Perry, the defensive back Perry, one of these, guys, it's going to be replaced by Fuller. But we're talking about guys who aren't going to impact the game anyway, right? For now, going through training camp, I'm glad everyone primarily was not injured outside of Lynn Bowden and Larnell Coleman, which, is decently insignificant anyway. I'm happy we're healthy as a team. We're moving into the first game in a couple weeks here. And I'm concentrating on Albert Wilson and the guys that didn't play over the last 2 weeks, but are now in full pads, like Williams at wide receiver. Just concentrate on the install of the offenses, and that's what I'm focused on. Ethan Carter, I think, deserves to be on the team over.
I finally found the tweet, by the way, real quick.
There you go.
Hank Bymacker getting class during a rain delay. That's so dope. I'm sorry. I think that's like the coolest thing ever. I love college football.
He's a multitasker.
I thought it was so cool.
But anyway, listen, I'm glad we kept 7 wide receivers. I'm glad, that we have the depth that we do. And that's something that Greer has worked over the past 3 years to build, is a team that has superior depth, 1 to 53. A lot of the guys that were cut the past 2 years would have been on the 53.
Yeah.
And so we're a stronger, deeper, more athletic, faster team, more versatile, especially in the trenches. And that was the goal of Greer, and you see it.
D-Dub, Strobridge is on the practice squad. Tyshawn Render, I'm not sure what happened with Render. I'd have to look that up, but I think he was just cut. I don't know if he's on anybody's practice squad. But yeah. Somebody asked me a question here a little bit ago. Steven, do you think Preston made the team because of Tua? I think Preston made the team because Preston's good. Like, Preston made the team because of his talent.
Preston's a unicorn, right? He's a 4'4" guy that's 6'6", and he can not only run. I think it was some stupid stat. 86% of his plays in college ran from the slot. When he was leading this team in touchdowns before he got injured last year, he was the slot wide receiver. And so when you put a guy at 6'6" with that kind of speed in the slot, it just opens up the rest of the field, right? And that's why Williams is on this team.
100%. So let's talk. Let's talk about what I argued about the entire week with everybody. Kirk Merritt not making the 53, and Jakeem Grant, and just that whole situation of wide receivers. What are your thoughts on all that?
I mean, listen. You know what I feel, man. Kirk Merritt had a good preseason. He's progressed. He's a.
I got my
talent.
finger on. I got my finger on the boot button. You better not disagree with me about Kirk Merritt. I might have.
But he deserves to be on the practice squad. Stephen
he deserves to be on the 53. Okay.
Is he better than Jalen Waddle?
No.
Is he better than Will Fuller?
No.
Is he better than Preston Williams?
No.
Is he better than Devontae Parker?
No.
Is he more versatile and better than Mac Hollins?
No.
Has he returned a punt for a TD or a kickoff for a TD in the NFL yet, like Grant?
Grant is not a wide receiver.
Excuse me, it was a yes or no question.
Grant is not a wide receiver, okay?
I didn't say he was. I didn't say he was.
I'm going to sing till the cows come home about this, okay?
Listen, he might not get – so this is a good point. He might not get more than 3 to 5 wide receiver touches a game during the season, right? At the most. But that's not why he's on this team. It's just like Gesicki is listed as a tight end. He ain't no done tight end, right? He plays on the outside most of the time. And that's Grant. You got to put him somewhere. He's a return specialist that happens to wear a wide receiver number.
Yes, I can, Poda. I can fall in love with whoever I want to fall in love with.
You can fall in love with whoever you want, but you're going to die on that stone, bro, with a broken heart.
Yes, word of mouth, Ethan Carter did make this team.
Oh, he did.
Don't get me started on that.
Listen, Ethan Carter had a good camp, man.
No
if you were out there watching,
he should be on this squad. I'm sorry.
Listen,
I'm sorry.
Ethan Carter does things that Durham Smythe can't and Adam Shaheen can't.
I noticed that too, Ennis. I noticed that he didn't ask that either. That's okay. Haters gonna hate. That's what's gonna be. That's what's gonna happen. That's all.
Is he a better wide receiver than Kirk Merritt? I don't know.
Jakeem Grant is not a better wide receiver than Kirk Merritt.
But,
do not get me started.
What's more important, Steven? Jakeem Grant can flip the field and change a game more so than
Jalen Waddle. So can Jalen
more
Waddle.
So than Kirk Merritt can.
So can
but
Jalen
because
Waddle.
you have Jakeem Grant on the team, so Jalen Waddle doesn't have to.
You're not changing my mind on this. Look, TD Fitz talk up in here shaking my head. Yeah, TD, yes, sir. I said it, TD. Tell him, Cameron. That's what TD said.
I ain't telling TD nothing, but he knows the truth too, man. Kirk Merritt he ain't a top 6 receiver on this team, and he cannot return a punt or a kickoff like Jakeem Grant. So case closed, brother.
Anyways, I refuse to hear all that. Okay.
And listen, Ethan Carter will be on the practice squad in a few weeks, so don't worry about that. Word of mouth, you got that right. Will Fuller is going to take his spot on the roster, or Perry's, whoever one of these guys are. Ethan Carter plays special teams too, and maybe that was the reason he's on his team. You know, like
let me ask you this. So a lot of Dolphins Twitter went off on Malcolm Perry joining the New England Patriots. He got picked up, right? So, and everybody's like, well, Steven's in denial. No, I'm not. I'm not in denial, Dwayne. You don't say that. I'm not in denial. I'm just saying that Kirk Merritt is the truth, and he's going to be I think Merritt will make the 53 next year when they decide who they'll keep between Parker and Fuller. Doubt they'll pay for the both of them.
Hey, and that's a good point, and that's what the practice squad's for. You nurture these guys along.
You also get to protect 4 players this year, too.
And Williams' contract is expiring. Preston Williams' contract is expiring. Jakeem Grant restructured his to be a 1-year deal. So you're going to have the opportunity for Kirk Merritt more so next year. I agree 100%.
And then with Kirk Merritt is like dominating the league at wide receivers, I want TD, I want you, I want everybody to come up in here. I want you to be like, you know what, Steven, you were right. Kirk Merritt is the truth. I don't know why I doubted you, Steven. I don't know why I ever doubted you. That's all I want to hear from you guys. That's it.
Steven, Denial is a river, and you're rowing down that sucker in a canoe with no paddles.
What does TD say? He said, if you lie to yourself, you lie to anyone. That's what TD says. I love you, TD. I do.
You know, we're going to relabel this Speak the Truth Fridays, Steven.
No, I refuse. I refuse that. No, sir. He is the truth, and he will be better than Grant, just not right now. Okay.
Hey, just the right night. I'll take that.
All right. So, where was I going? That's before I got off track.
I think I'm done now, man. I'm good.
I know, right? Let's go ahead and talk about the running backs. We keep 3 running backs: Malcolm Brown, Salvin Ahmed, and Myles Gaskin. Do you think we should have kept more than 3 running backs? And what do you think about Jared Dokes being on the practice squad? And do you think he'll play? You think he'll play a significant role later on this year on the team?
I like that he was able to be stashed on the practice squad. I think he had a productive preseason and camp. He certainly had a decent game against Cincinnati. I like the fact that Dokes and Patrick Laird were both kept on the practice squad. And to answer your question, yeah, I see both of those guys getting consistent stamps throughout the year. Both Ahmed and Gaskin, have high miles on their legs and have shown that they can't, go through a whole season without injury. So I love that these guys are depth on the practice squad.
And see that's part of my point too, right? To go back to the wide receiver, just for a little bit. There's Preston Williams, there's Albert Wilson, there's Devontae Parker, and neither one of them have showed that they can stay healthy for a full year.
If that's what makes you feel better at night, brother, I'm with you.
Okay.
Kirk Merritt is there.
He is there. And I'm telling you, the day he breaks out, I'm going to go crazy. All right. Well, look, I want to hear from the rest of you guys. If you guys have questions in the chat, go ahead and put them up in here. We only got Cameron for another 20, 30 minutes, something like that. I know you got to get out of here and talk to the Dolphins today. Too good for us little pheasants down here.
15 minutes here.
I know, right? All right, so I put the chat.
Hey, I want to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
So our quarterback room, man. Reed Sinnett, definitely. I'm surprised he wasn't signed by anybody else to be a backup.
He will be our number 2 next year. To TD's point about Merritt being on this team next year and being better, Reed Sinnett will be the official backup for this team next year. There's no doubt in my mind. I even see like I think Reed Sinnett has got some skill set that looks. I'm not saying he can be a starter in the NFL, but I'm saying I think the guy, God forbid somebody gets hurt, he could give you 3 or 4 games, 5 games, and quality games.
I agree. He's definitely can be a really solid contributor as a number 2.
Oh yeah, 100%. Big Drop ENT says took Grant 5 years to get 1,000 yards. Grant's numbers say otherwise. Dismissal numbers.
I love Big Drip.
So I knew where I was going. I was going to Malcolm Perry. So Malcolm Perry obviously gets signed by the Patriots 53. There's people in Dolphins Twitter world that think that Belichick did this just as a scheme to try to get our plays. The first question
he does it every year.
The first question is, I actually don't think that's the case this time. I just think it might be a benefit. If you remember, Belichick's a Navy guy, and he loved Malcolm Perry coming out of the draft, and he wanted to sign him if he didn't get drafted. We just drafted him in the 7th round. I'm not surprised that Malcolm Perry went to New England, and I'm not surprised he's on the 53. Do you think that Belichick's got plays up his sleeve for Malcolm, and do you think Malcolm will play a big role for the Patriots this year?
Hell no.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
Malcolm Perry is the second coming of Pat White. That boy's going to get killed on the field sometime. No joke. But I like Malcolm Perry. It's a good story. But man, he's I'm surprised he's still on an NFL roster.
Look, he lasted longer than I ever thought he was going to do. But here's what I'll say. How much of the other question to this is how much of the playbook do you think he actually knows? Do you think that we opened up the entire playbook for some of these wide receivers this year? Do you think he knows the entire playbook?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think he's indulging that information to Belichick?
I think Belichick is waterboarding that kid right now for the information.
Tell us now. That's funny.
No joke,
He's
man.
waterboarding him.
He does it
That's
every
great.
year, though, man. That's Belichick does, man. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Amen to that. All right, let's bring in Ennis. What's up, Ennis?
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Pretty good, man. How are you?
All right, I want to ask Cameron a question.
Ask
Yeah,
away.
good morning, Ennis.
Good morning. Since we got say our wide receivers are healthy, you got 5 tight ends. I understand that, but a lot of Gesicki big plays are coming out the slot, right? So, are we really going to have him still coming out the slot, even though we got better, wide receivers that can run those routes from the slot? Do you still anticipate him catching a lot of passes? Because a lot of people do, but I just don't see it. If we got more speed to put out there, why would they put him in the slot? That means you take him from Waddle, Wilson, or whoever. You see what I'm saying? Am I making sense or am I tripping?
No, you're not tripping. I understand the logic behind it, but you got to understand that what Preston and with the addition of Waddle and Albert Wilson, don't forget about him, and Will Fuller does is provide versatility for this offense, and it's all about matchups, right? It's all about gaining an advantage against the defense with your matchups, and all of those guys we just mentioned are matchup issues for any defense. So, say you put Preston in the slot along with Waddle and Albert, and they put him on the strong side with Gesicki on the soft side. What are you going to do with that, man? If you're playing single high safeties, you're going to have a matchup issue against a slower linebacker, probably the weak side linebacker on one of those 3 guys in the slot. And those guys are going to eat all day with that kind of formation lineup.
Darren W says, who do you think the breakout fantasy player on this team will be this year? I'll answer that question 2 ways. So the breakout player on this team this year is going to be Matt Collins. I think Matt Collins is going to have a huge year. That's one. The breakout fantasy player, I'm going to say Myles Gaskin is the guy you want to draft in your drafts this year if you're doing fantasy football.
Grant, bro.
Huh?
You didn't say Jakeem Grant. What's up?
And I never will, ever. Never hear me say that.
I actually agree with you about Myles Gaskin being a breakout fantasy player. He's going to dominate the snaps from the running back position, and he's also going to be used liberally in the passing game. And he's a better player this year versus last year. He showed it during camp.
I want to touch on Ennis's question for a second. I have said for years, the last 2 or 3 years, that Gesicki's not a tight end. He's not. He plays out of the slot. He plays less than 20% of the snaps from the tight end position. And there is absolutely no room on this roster for him to play from the slot. So with that being said, he's either going to have to do something that he's not comfortable with, and that's play from the tight end set, or he's just not going to get any playing time. And that's a reality. I'm not saying he's not going to. I'm just telling you where it's at. He's either going to be uncomfortable playing from the tight end set a majority of the time, because I don't see him playing from the slot unless we have 5 tight end sets or 5 wide receiver sets.
Let me break something down for you real quick, Steve. Mike Gesicki in 2022 had the most snaps on this team from the slot.
Correct.
He
But
had 32.
Look at the wide receiver that we had. That's why. That's what I'm my point. if all our guys are healthy, if he's out there, they're gonna know it's automatic pass. See what I'm saying? But if he's not on the field, they don't know which is gonna do because they know when he's on the field.
I think Reason even broke it down on his channel of how many times they ran the ball in the last 2 years when Gesicki was on the field, if I'm correct.
So the Dolphins are set up for mismatch opportunities, right? And that's what I'm talking about. So if you split Gesicki out wide and have Smith as your blocking tight end, Smythe rather, on the field at the same time, and they run a play off tackle to Gaskin, what you're doing is sending Gesicki down the field to open up that side of the field, right? It's about creating mismatches. You have Smith as your blocking tight end, and Gaskin is one-on-one with the weak side linebacker, which I'll take Gaskin all day on that. As long as the offensive line makes their blocks.
You look what you just said. You have Smythe there, but you have Gesicki out wide for the mismatch. It's much better mismatch with speed out there. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he's good, but they say he's not a good route runner. So what is he really mismatching? You see what I'm saying? Like,
so you think about who's on the other side of the field creating that mismatch, whether it's Parker or Waddle or Fuller. If it's Waddle or Fuller, they're taking the top off that defense, creating more room in the middle. And that's kind of my point.
I'll tell you what. I don't see a lot of teams playing us 8 in the box this year because they would get creamed. They'd get creamed. Our wide receivers would kill their secondaries.
And they can't afford to. And that's why I think Albert Wilson will be the leading receiver in terms of yardage on this team.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Hot take of the day. Explain that. Like, how do you see him getting his yards?
He's going to be a featured component to this offense, right? Because of the mismatches he produces. His yards after catch is elite in this league. He's 100% healthy again. You put him, Fuller, and Waddle on the field at the same time with Fuller and Waddle, blowing the tops off offenses or defenses rather. There isn't a linebacker outside of maybe Raekwon Smith on the Bears that can keep up with Albert Wilson, across the middle. And listen, I'm taking that every damn time.
Yeah, but I think that also allows Gesicki to have a big year too, depending on where they play him, because Gesicki can go up the middle.
Well, you got to think about how this offense is going to be built too. It's an RPO offense, right? It puts Tua as the decision maker based on the weak side linebacker and if there's a single high safety or not, right? So he has the opportunity to hand it off to Gaskin, pull it, or hit the quick hitter, to one of those guys in the slot or coming across on a crossing pattern, whether it's Parker or Williams or Fuller or Albert Wilson, who I mentioned. And those guys are all yards after catch, with Albert Wilson being elite and Waddle doing it at Alabama better than anybody else did last year. So that's why I say Albert Wilson is going to lead this team in yards.
I think another thing too is I don't see any one wide receiver getting over 1,000 yards this year because there's the ball distribution is going to be too much. Everybody's got to get a little bit of and you got to remember too, wide receivers are divas. So I have a feeling, like, I don't know who it'll be because I feel like everybody here is a really good team player, but in my heart of hearts, I know what wide receivers are at heart, and they're divas. They want the ball. And there's going to be somebody that is really good that's not going to get the ball this year. Maybe 2 or 3 guys. And I don't see Tua's got one arm and one pass per play. He can only distribute the ball so much, and they only pass the ball so much per. And that's the other thing too. Gaskin is one of the best running backs in the league to catch the ball out of the backfield. So that's another weapon that you have. I'm telling you, I think Miami is set up for success straight up and down the field. It's the offensive line. Will it hold? And if it does, bro, Tua's going to have a humongous year.
I agree with that. To a point about the offensive line. So in an RPO offense, the offensive line, they block like it's running. They can't go more than 2 yards down the field, and it's really the ball is out in less than 2 seconds. And that's the key to the offensive line. It's not so much what they do; it's what Tua decides to do. And if Tua gets that ball out quickly, that's what he's known for, accurately. I think That's the key to the offensive line.
4P's calling you out, says Albert Wilson has never had more than 600 yards. Stop it, Cameron. He's not wrong. But Albert Wilson's problem is health, not because he hasn't been able to do more than 1,000. If Albert Wilson stays healthy, he could do it. You got to remember, there's 17 games this year, not 16.
Listen, it's not about the yards so much the total yards as it's yards after catch, right? Does he take it to the house? I think Albert Wilson will have a comeback player of the year type year and lead this team in yards. And maybe that's 600 yards to your point, Steven. I doubt it. I think he's more around 850 to 950 yards.
I don't see anybody on this team getting over 1,000 yards receiving. And not because they're not good enough. It's because there's so much talent on receiving core that the ball's just going to get distributed everywhere.
Hey, I'd take 5 guys with 700 yards all day long.
As
long as they each have like a dozen touchdowns, I'm cool with that. Right? I mean, you on the show last week said 5,000 yards and 40 touchdowns or something like that.
I said it could be possible. My receipt says 32 to 35 touchdowns and 42 to 4,500 yards passing.
Okay, so what's 32 divided by 5, right? Like divided by 4, whatever. 8 touchdowns a guy, for 4 wide receivers, you're going to take that
all day. I will. And I don't think it's out of the question that it happens in this offense with 17 games. The only thing that needs to happen is the offensive line has to protect Tua. That's it. If the offensive line protects Tua, we're going to be top 5 offense in the league this year. Top 3 offense. It's entirely plausible. And you put us with the best, top 2, top 3 defense in the NFL. On paper, I get we have to prove it. On paper, we can be Super Bowl contenders right now. And if we can start proving that and we start going the first 5 games, we're 4-1, 5-0, you're not going to be able to shut me up. Because I'm going to be like, yep, they're executing the way that they are on paper, and that's what's going to happen.
Listen, I going back to your 1,000-yard receiver, the more I think about this, the more I agree with you, because of the talent depth on this team. When's the last time a team had, 2 1,000-yard receivers? Was it San Diego last year or maybe Atlanta a few years ago with Ridley and Jones? But it's extremely difficult nowadays because you want to spread that offense. It's not a pro style offense where, you have 2 studs on the outside, a tight end and 2 running backs. It's a much more distributed offense. So I don't disagree with your 1,000-yard take at all.
4P's equal payout says, Steven, he played 13 games in 2019 and had only 350 yards. So I repeat, stop it.
Yeah, but he was injured after the 4th game, and before that 4th game, he was leading the league in yards after catch, leading the team in yards. So
it's about health.
It's all about health, and if he's healthy, he's a weapon that not many teams have outside of Chiefs and Tyreek Hill. He's that type of player,
Darren says, bro, I love the enthusiasm, but how many times have the Browns been good on paper? I don't even know if they've been good on paper, Darren. But
paper champions don't win shit.
And I get that. And I understand that. And I agree that we have to prove it. But if we going into Tampa are 4-1 or 5-0, come on, dude. Like, you can't tell me. And then and then let us beat the defending Super Bowl champions.
If we're 4-1, man, I'll be really enthused. I'm expecting 3-2. I think the Las Vegas game's a trap game, but
there's no trap games this early in the year. Somebody said that to me the other day, and I'm like, there's no trap games this early. I don't think there's. Look, here's a reality: we don't play well at night. We don't play well in prime time. We don't play well against Baltimore, and we do end up late in the season losing games to teams that we should beat. Okay? Late in the season, not early.
But you're
late.
Going on last year's team and last year's talent. It's going into Las Vegas cross country. I just, and the talent that the Raiders have match up well against what the Dolphins have. I think it's a more difficult game than people think about.
Godfather agrees with me. Wake and bake, my Finlaws. Vegas, a trap game? Hell no. Tell him, Godfather.
Hey, Mark Angelo, I'll see you out there in Vegas because I'm going to head to that game.
I will not be there. I will not. I will be staying
too
away
high,
from that game. What's up, Ennis?
I'm taking it's too high in Vegas.
Man, they are, bro. They are. Woo.
The Death Star. The Death Star means exactly what it means. A Death Star to your pocket, straight up.
Yeah. Me and my wife was thinking about it before COVID shut down the league. We had looked into it when the schedule came out because her daddy and her mama a Raiders fan. Like, yeah, we gonna go up there and talk smack. Man, I looked at some tickets like, oh no, I'll be at a restaurant or a bar somewhere watching it.
The cheap tickets were
expensive. Believe me, the only reason I'm out there because I got to be out there for work. So I'm just happen to be there that weekend for work. So I'm
I understand. If you got it, hey, I ain't knocking nobody for going. Just right.
He said, I ain't got it. D-Dub said, Gaskins, best receiving running back. Have you forgotten about Alvin Kamara? I love Alvin Kamara. But you know who's throwing at Alvin Kamara this year? Jameis Winston.
Hey, I got a bet for you, man.
I don't bet. You know this.
I've got a gentleman's bet.
I don't bet.
I've got a question for you, and I want you to show your receipt on this. Who's going to have more passing yards and TDs, Jameis Winston or Tua?
Tua all day on both.
Would you be surprised if Winston has 35 touchdowns this year?
No, because he had 35 touchdowns the year he threw 35 interceptions. I would not be surprised. But they're not gonna win. Winston turns the ball over straight up.
Yeah, but what if he's in an offense that limits those opportunities for turnovers? What if he does 35-15? That he's a comeback player of the year.
I think Michael Thomas going to be a big miss.
I agree.
He's going to miss him. That's why I don't think he.
I don't know what to tell you, but Jameis Winston has never nor never will scare me ever.
All right.
The only thing he scares is stealing crab cakes out of grocery stores. That's it. That's the only. If I was a grocery store owner, I'd be nervous about him around crab legs. That's it. You know.
Please, he might not be the smartest decision maker in life, but man, the guy can ball out. That's all I'm saying.
Roman Soldier said, I think it was 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions that year in the Buccaneers. It was his last year there, 100%. Yeah. All right, let me bring in our boy Estefan. What's up? What's up?
Before you do that, Steve, I got to roll.
Hey, be good, man. Hey, good luck. Let me know how the meeting goes with the Dolphins.
I will, man. Esther, you have a great day. Ennis, have a great day. Steven, spread kindness.
Love you, brother.
Be Cam, you the man.
Take care, Esther, man. We'll catch up.
You the man, week. Cam.
You the man, Esther.
Already, bro. Already. Hocus pocus. Skickety scat. It's just your neighborhood Dolphin fan. It's the fan, baby. What's up? About to sprinkle these fools with some of this GAME.
You leaving me
with
all
right,
this,
baby.
Leaving me with all this.
About to sprinkle these fools like with my sprinkler. That's right. What's up? And don't stop. Let's go, baby. I'm ready. We got 9 more days. We got 9 more Tony Parker days until it happens, baby. Let's go, baby. I'm ready right now.
Did you just?
I'm ready right now, man. I can't wait.
Did you just say Tony Parker days? Why wouldn't it be Jay Fielder days?
He just had to get the Spurs in.
I know he did. I know he did.
Hey, but I want to say something before he come back in real quick. Have y'all really just looked at all the ex-football player analysts? Like, they are really got us, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Tony Romo, Marcus Spears. I'm listening to the football players, you know what I'm saying? Not these national media, that guys that never played football. If you go look at the guys that play there, that are broadcasters or whatever, they are picking Miami as the sleepers. Like, they know when Flo was doing, and that's why I said I don't listen to all the others. I just play.
Those former players are taking jobs that I could have, man. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Look, here's the reality. People want to listen to former players more than they want to listen to media people, and I get that. I understand that. I respect that. And I also respect that when you play the game, you come at it from a different perspective. But just because you play the game doesn't mean that you know jack diddly squat about X, Y, or Z. And I think what some of these players are saying about Tua are absolutely outrageous. To go back to the national media and the national spotlight of Tua's outlook, like, come on, bro. Like what makes you think that this team is not set up for success? I'm not saying that they are going to be successful, although I think they are. I won't sit here and tell you that. I'll tell you what my feelings are of it. But this team is set up for success. And set up for prime success. Not just, 9 or 10 wins. I think this team could be 13, 14 win team. It could be. A lot needs to happen. A lot of strides need to be taken. But, I told you all last year at the end of the year, I said Tua will have the biggest jump from year 1 to year 2 of any quarterback in the history of the NFL. And it'll be because he'll have an off season, he'll have a training camp, he'll have preseason games, he'll have a playbook that's catered to him. They'll bring in guys that are catered for him, Jalen Waddle, Will Fuller, all these guys cater to an offense like that.
Yeah, man, it goes back to what you were talking about, X's and O's, bro, and these guys knowing their playbooks, dude, it just looks sometimes like guys get out there on the field, bro, and they don't know their assignments. So they do have knowledge of the game, bro, but, what degree do they take it serious? You know what I mean? Some guys, they're cool with getting paid and then they're done. And they're not very cerebral, bro. But you play with a guy like Tom Brady, bro. He's going to expect you to know that damn playbook. Everybody on that offense is going to be held accountable when you got a quarterback like Brady, bro. So that's also a separate level of dedication. That's what translates to the field, bro. Because earlier you were talking about on paper, man, but I tend to disagree a little bit. I get where you're coming from, man, but there's been a lot of teams on paper that have a lot of talent and don't get it done, bro, and miss the playoffs.
I hear you on that, Estefan. I hear you.
Yeah,
but we never looked this good on paper.
The Browns,
in the last
Browns, yeah,
25 years.
Yeah, if you're just talking about, I could, if you're a Dolphin fan,
the one team roster, we've never looked this good in the last 25 years.
Well, the last time I don't even think I felt this way, but I think this exceeds the expectations I had when, what was that, 2002, 2003, we had Taylor, we had Zach Thomas, Junior Seau, Ricky Williams. I believe Pennington was our quarterback. Chris Chambers at wide receiver. We were loaded, bro, on both sides of the ball as far as starters and stars, but no. If you just look into the depth, these guys might not be on a superstar level like those guys were, or a star level, because that's a lot of Pro Bowlers right there, bro. A lot of people talk about Ray Lewis, bro, but Junior Seau was the truth, bro. That dude, that was an awesome linebacker, bro. That's why I'm not over McKinney, bro. Those guys like McKinney, I'm not saying McKinney's Seau, bro, but you don't just, those guys don't just come out of anywhere, bro. They're a dime a dozen, bro. Guys that have instincts like that, you just don't wake up with the instincts to play middle linebacker and be able to produce like that guy does. His tape says everything, bro. And Jerome Baker's tape says everything about him as well, bro. So the criticism of people that, aren't happy about this, it's for a good reason, bro. Jerome just hasn't done it like Baker against the run. I understand the dude was suspect, if you could say, a lot of people will say, well, he wasn't versatile. I don't give a damn, bro. If you, dude, if you shut down the run, what else? You can mask behind him with your secondary, and then you have two outside linebackers, bro. That's actually most of the time in the linebacking court. Yeah, I understand you can cover with the middle linebacker, but you don't have to, bro. You can do that with your will and your strong side, man. You know what I mean? But I guess people that don't understand what it takes to play that position, they don't know, bro. Like, it's so crowded for a linebacker to play that position, bro. All the traffic that they have to get through to make a play against the run, let alone, bro, like we had. The other thing that upsets me about that is the injuries that the guys have had that we already have. Why not just have depth at that position, bro? You know what I mean? It just, I don't know, man. I'm still at a loss for why they did that, bro. We got 17
all right,
games, bro.
let me pause you, Esteban. You're on a rant. Let me calm you down. Number one, this team so far, and Ennis, I'm just gonna mute you because we hear the clicking sound. This is what I'm gonna say. Number one, Greer and Flo have been successful in their 2 years together. That first year, they never should have won a game with the roster that they had. That was a stripped down roster. That was a roster that was made to tank, and they straight up won, 5 games with it, right? And then last year to come out with the roster that they had, which I thought was decent, and to win 10 games was great, was phenomenal. So there is no reason, in my opinion, that we can't add another 3-4 wins to that team this year, because this team is better this year than it was last year. The offensive line, yes, is a question mark. I don't deny that. There are some, would I have loved to see Benardrick McKinney stay? Of course I would. But excuse my language. I bitched and complained when we got rid of Kyle Van Noy. That worked out just fine for the Dolphins. They did fine without him. So I can't question it. And as much as I love Kirk Merritt, and you'll hear me preach about Kirk, they got a plan. And their plan has worked. So I'm going to have faith in these guys till the record shows otherwise. And right now their record has gone up every year, these first 2 years. So this year, I don't even need to see a 3. Just give me 12 wins. Give me 12 wins and a playoff win, and I think we have done something here. But I think we can get 13 or 14 wins, and I think we can win a couple of playoff games. I think our team is that good. I think that our team is getting underrated because somebody asked a second ago, they said, Steven, do you think Tua will throw the deep ball this season? Because our season may hinge on that. Also, our wide receivers only reach their full potential if he does. So if I'm correct, and please don't quote me on this, but if I'm correct, Tua threw like the least amount of balls, 20 yards or more in the NFL last year for NFL starters with a certain amount of games or less. This year, I think he's going to be in the top 5. He's going to have a huge, I'm telling you, the jump is going to be real. And people are basing their, the national media is basing their predictions off of numbers from last year and how things were run last year. This is a totally different team. Totally different team. And totally different playbook. And totally different Tua. It's a much healthier Tua. Mr. Ballgame says, we have yards after catch wide receivers. The deep ball is not the only element of their game that needs to be measured. Deep passes in the NFL aren't even that prevalent. To be honest, for your information, a deep pass is considered anything over 20 yards. Correct. Playoff win would be great this season. 10 wins last year after only 1 year after tearing it all down. I hear way too much crying from our fans. Greer is playing chess like a grandmaster regarding Merritt, Dokes, and Grant while fans are whining on a checker level. Bro, I whine about Merritt because it's something to talk about, and I run a morning show every morning, and I do love the kid. But the reality is I trust Chris Greer, and I trust Coach Flo. And if Coach Flo and Greer think that that's what's best for this team right now, who the hell am I to question it? Now, when they start losing, I'll start questioning a little bit, but I still don't think I'll lose my doubt, even if they, God forbid they have a bad year this year. Because they should have had one in the first 2 years, and they didn't. And yes, even a 5-win team that first year, I still think was a very successful year for them. Go ahead, Estefan.
Yeah, bro. I disagree. Of course,
that's
right?
fine. That's your prerogative.
I disagree with when you're saying that you're not going to question. I am, bro. I'm puzzled that you let you're talking about Tua, and you went into other things that I didn't cover. But look, man, this is the way that I see it. I'm not saying that they can't do it, but I have to wait to see what they saw in a Guavin to be able to cut.
You have to,
because
you have to see it with your 2 eyes. You have to.
It hasn't been done, bro. They saw something in practice. There's something that they saw, and we're going to be able to see. We should be able to see that on that game next Sunday. In that game, we should be able to see that. So that's all I'm waiting for, to be honest with you. But look, man. In my opinion, the whole thing about the
let me ask you something, Estefan. If we blow out, hell, you know what? Even screw blowout. If we just win, period, against New England, will that ease your mind a little bit?
No, one game ain't enough, bro.
Okay, but if we blew them out, would it ease your mind?
It depends on how we blow them out.
Okay, all right.
It depends on how, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, last year we had blowouts, but if you look in a lot of those games, man, there was opportunity for the other team to capitalize in other phases, bro. Like you saw,
yeah, I said it to
you would see we were getting gassed in the run game, run defense, right? And then we would get a turnover, bro. And basically all we did was switch the field, bro. But we didn't get any points. You know what I mean? So we kind of broke even, but what we did was we made their field even longer. You know what I mean? We didn't gain anything from it. You know what I mean? But you got to be able to capitalize on stuff like that, bro. You know what I mean? Like a win is, it's nice to win, bro, but it's how you win. You want to be imposing and dominant with, you know what I mean? There's still stuff that we have to do to be able to grow as a team to where you can say, oh man, now we're taking it to another level, bro. In the run game, defense, bro.
Estefan, I think this is. Yeah, go ahead, Ennis.
We didn't look bad as far as the running backs. We was getting killed with the quarterback option. We wasn't bad against the run. Like Larry was saying, if you look at the stats after the first 4 games, which everybody was struggling because those was considered preseason because we didn't have one. If you look at the stats after those first 4 games or 5 games, we was held in them under 3 yards per rush average. Yep. So,
well, let me say this,
Ennis. It was Josh Allen, and Cam Newton. Those were they ran the ball against us. It wasn't just
that's true
tearing us up for 200 yards by themselves and stuff like that. And one last thing, if McKinney hasn't got picked up on another team by now, that probably should tell you something too. Like our coach is a defensive coach. That's why I say I'm with Steven on that. I give him faith on the defensive side. But the offensive side, the line, that's where I'm at. Like, they not doing good over there because that's not his specialty. But defense, I'm never going to question Coach Flo on cutting somebody or letting somebody go on that side of the ball where that's his specialty. I'm never going to question him on that.
I don't know, bro. Not me, man. Because every dude, they were clamoring about, all these beat writers were clamoring about this guy and the plays that he was making, bro. I just, I find it hard to believe that he fell off, bro. You know what I mean?
I think it's a matter of falling off. I think it's a matter of scheme fit.
And him as a person, he hasn't got picked up yet. That's what you got to think about that too. If he's a baller like that, why ain't nobody snatched him as soon as he got released?
I'm not even going to go that far, Ennis. I'm just going to say he was not a good scheme fit for our defense. Point blank.
The whole mobile quarterback thing that Ennis brought up, he's actually right about that. That's where we struggled, was with dual threat running quarterbacks, bro. Like Josh Allen made us look bad, bro. That dude looked like he had Crisco all over his body, and we just couldn't get a hold of him, bro. Like
Really,
the technique,
Crisco?
bro. Like we were just falling off of him, man. So, but my thing is something that nobody's brought up, bro. Jacoby Brissett, they have Jacoby Brissett in practice right now. I know you can't hit the dude, but he can give you the look, man. It's about executing the tackle. That's where we suck, bro. With them big quarterbacks, bro, that's where we suck. You know what I mean? We don't have that this year as much in our schedule. I don't not besides Lamar Jackson, but I don't know, man. We'll see, man. We'll see.
Marty Woodley said the way they won the Raider game last year bugs the ish out of me. So this year, I want them to go out and murder them week 3, just like Denver and Kansas City games. Those two games bugged the ish out of me. 2 of them we could have. We should have won Kansas City. I still think to this day, and people disagree with me, I know they say Tua's best game was Arizona. I think his best game was Kansas City, and we lost that game. I just think he stepped up so big in Kansas City that, like, look, there was a couple of mistakes he had in there. I'm not saying he didn't, but they were rookie mistakes. I don't think he makes those mistakes this year if we play Kansas City. So what I will say is I think that I agree, Marty. It bugged the crap out of me that it even got that close. I tell people all the time, I would rather get blown out than lose a close game that I know we should have won. Because if we get blown out, then we just weren't good enough. We lose on a close game, that pisses me off. And so that's stuff that I can't take, man. Steven, you can take delusional Dolphins fan. You have my blessing. Nah, bro. I ain't delusional Dolphins fan.
Yeah, when he's bringing up that Raider game, bro, I think he's talking about what I was talking about earlier, how you win. And we made it harder than it had to be in that game. You know what I mean? You saw, sorry, but Tua struggled, and then Fitz comes in, and, I mean, the offense just takes off, bro. You know what I mean? We made it harder than Fitz should have started that game to begin, man. So whenever there's that debate on whether, you know what I mean, Tua earned it, bro.
Dwayne says, does McKinney play special teams? No. Does McKinney play well in space? No. Does McKinney do well blitzing? No. One-trick pony that can be done by Roberts Iguavon, and Iguavon has more versatility. And Mr. Ballgame says, if you can consistently hit on throws in the 15 to 25-yard range, that will keep defenses from being able to load the box on you. Anyway, plus we have too much speed to be worried about that. I said that earlier with Cameron. I was like, I don't think we'll face one team this year that'll put 8 in the box on us. And if we do, we better straight up murder them, because that's just the stupidest thing to do with the speed we have on the outside. And Dolphin Dan says, hey, Estefan, that was Chan Gailey. Mr. Ballgame, the ability to pass effectively will open the run game. As long as guys catch the ball and keep getting first downs, we will be fine. Yeah, I agree. I agree with what everybody said here. McKinney was not a scheme fit. He was a one-trick pony. And I agree with Ballgame. And there's no way in the world I think we miss on that, by the way. There's no way we miss on that. Look at all the options we have here at wide receiver. Any single one of these wide receivers can take the ball 15, 25, 35, 45 yards. You remember Jarvis Landry? You guys remember that guy? That man consistently got 15, 20 yards after the catch, right? And correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like he was always better after the catch. He always caught screen passes in the flat. He always caught balls up the middle, short gains, and then would run 15 or 20 yards. These guys can break in long strides, and Tua can hit them down the field. And not only that, the ones where Gaskin comes out of the backfield, or you leave a receiver to play the flat alone. Like, there's so many things. There's so many options this team has. Dennis Ramirez says, it seems if we win every game, Estefan is going to find a negative reason. I'm trying to understand why be negative, as Dolphin fans have had worse. We have a top defense and a fun offense. You hear that, Estefan? They're calling you out for being negative, Estefan.
I ain't being negative, bro. I'm just being real. Look, it's like the guy that brought up the Raider game, right? You saw we won, we struggled. It didn't have to be that hard, bro. Obviously, in that game, bro, Fitzpatrick should have been the quarterback, bro. They should have saw that, but hey, man, that's them. They're the coaches. They're the coaches, man. We made it harder than it had to be, bro. And the reason why you can be critical, and that's what I'm being. I'm not being negative. I'm being critical, bro, because you know it's setting you up for failure later on. You know what I mean? When you lose, that's why you're not surprised why you lost, because you can identify the deficiencies that we have, bro. You know what I mean? It's not being negative, bro. It's just being critical. You know why we lost. You know what I mean? That's the difference. And as far as scheme fit, Dwayne, what scheme was he playing in Houston, bro? And he is bro. That is one less responsibility that you have to worry about when you got a guy like McKinney. So I don't want to hear that, bro.
Dwayne, I will put the link in the chat if you two want to go at it. You guys are more than welcome to go at it on my channel here. Look, here's a reality, right? The reality is this team is showing more promise than I can remember of any teams in years past. This team not only is showing promise, it has some proven commodities on it. And you put all these things together with the right quarterback and the right head coach and the right play calls, and with this defense and the deep secondary that we have, bro, it's going to be, I'm telling you, I think this is going to be the funnest season we've seen in years. All right, D-Dub, go ahead. Give it to him, D-Dub.
So, watching film of the Houston Texans, the last 2 years that McKinney played, he did not work well in space. He wasn't asked to blitz a lot. He was a run thumper, Estefan. So that's why I made the statement that I made. You can disagree with fact, but doesn't make it change. It doesn't make it change.
Doesn't make it not
facts
true.
and the film don't lie. He's not good in space. When he's asked to drop in coverage,
you tell him
he doesn't turn his hips well enough to be able to defend well in the hook zones. So he's not a versatile linebacker.
You don't need a versatile linebacker, bro. You can, the way you scheme with this secondary is the same thing that you can do to mask a middle. You need a true middle linebacker.
No, I'm tired of masking people, bro. I'm tired of masking people. You want versatile players that can react to every situation.
So you're gonna sit here and tell me that you don't have to mask for Landon Roberts, bro?
But they're better at dropping back in coverage and handling the space.
Okay,
and Equivon, as you saw in the last preseason game, he's able to blitz and get to the quarterback, which is one of the things that the Dolphins lacked from their linebackers, and that's why they had to do a lot more blitzing, amoeba blitzes, the last 2 years. So effectively, with the scheme, he wasn't a fit.
Esther, you got to think about this. Okay, you said he's just for run stopping, so that's why they kept Roberts. He was here last year, so you're gonna go with the younger guy that's been here, just because McKinney, his instincts are better. You can scheme around that to help.
Now
Roberts.
I'm going back to what I was doing. I got something going on, but since you put it out there for me to come up, I came up real quick. Go Fins, Estefan, you still my boy. We always gonna be boys.
I disagree, man. I just answer me this, bro. With everything that you said, bro, we ain't talking about a Guavin. You know that's not his spot, bro. That is a Landon Roberts spot, bro. And you're gonna sit here and tell me that guy don't have deficiencies, bro. The same deficiencies that you're talking about. What's his name? I'm over here working.
McKinney,
the same deficiencies that we're talking about McKinney, bro.
So you got more versatility. You got more versatility. I gotta run, man. I will see y'all next time.
All right, Dwayne.
Yeah, you got all these tight ends on this team, bro. You didn't need to get rid of Baker, bro. You didn't need to get rid of McKinney. For what, bro? I'm just saying.
Look, Big John over here listening to you being like, man, this guy, he don't know. He don't know. Tell him, Big John, he don't know.
Well, it's not about knowing. I mean, I understand where he's coming from, but at the end of the day, we have 3 linebackers do the same exact stuff. I'm
At
trying
a
to keep it.
cheaper rate.
I'm
At a
trying to
cheaper
keep
rate.
it. I didn't want to use the 4-letter word, so but I used the 5. I said stuff. But you got McKinney.
Hey, let me see my picture. Let me see my picture.
Oh wait, hold on.
I
Wait.
love that picture, man.
People forget about Brandon Scarlett. He's bigger than.
You're right, Brandon Scarlett. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how this shit looks on this damn thing. All right, I'll figure it out later. I'll take a picture for. I got you a picture frame, bro. I got you a picture of that framed. I'm just waiting to be able to send it out to you, man. I told you I had something for you. I got my car. My brand new car got totaled, bro. I'm not even.
You told us, man. How you feeling?
Outside of the fact that I owe the bank $19,000 right now, I'm feeling fine.
Hey, man. I look that.
We should start a give Big John a dollar fund. But
hey, I've been there, man. Let me tell you, it's no fun. It's no fun at all. Yeah, hey, but let's change the subject. Let's try.
But what I was saying, we have 3 guys that do the exact same thing. Unfortunately, I think that's the reason why the other linebacker made the team. Who's the guy that got the pick 6 against Atlanta? I forgot his name right now.
Linebacker?
Yeah. Who's our linebacker that got the pick 6 against Atlanta?
I don't remember.
Oh, he got the interception. Not the pick 6, but he got the interception. What's his name?
Guys in the chat box in the preseason against Atlanta, who got the interception?
Yeah, it was a linebacker.
I don't remember. For the life of me, I don't remember.
But I think that's the reason why he's on this team.
Mr. Ballgame says the situation came down to Flores and his comfort level with McKinney. He's more trusting of a Landon Roberts, plus sideline to sideline. McKinney's not that guy. Roberts is a better athlete, just smaller.
Yeah. Everything he just said.
Calvin Munson.
Yeah. I think Calvin Munson is back on this team because Calvin Munson can actually cover as a linebacker. We don't really have coverage linebackers. We don't really know how good Jalen Phillips is going to be.
Jalen Phillips.
Y'all are assuming that we're always going to be in 3rd and long, bro. Those 3rd and shorts, that's when you need a guy like McKinney. Goal line situations, that's when you need a guy like McKinney, bro.
But you're missing the point. We have those guys.
Those guys are not McKinney, bro.
Estefan, I understand.
Those guys are going to play off that front line to be like that, bro. They are not McKinney, bro. I disagree with all of y'all.
How many times on 31, Eldon Roberts came in and smashed the running back to stop him on 31 last year? Like, are we serious?
Munson's on the practice squad, Big John.
No, there was plenty of times where we didn't make that stop. There was plenty of times we didn't.
But what I'm trying to say, guys, is it doesn't matter whether you can stop him. If let's say, okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. If I'm attacking Miami's defense right now, if I'm New England and I'm going against Miami, I'm gonna go play action rollout on 1st and 2nd down the entire drive. Because if that's when you're gonna have McKinney or Baker or the other guy on the field, they can't cover. You can be 3rd and 1. Our problem is we need a linebacker who, whether you're on, wasn't that the whole reason we were having this Jerome Baker discussion before he got paid? And we were saying he's not a 3-down linebacker, and everybody kept telling me, including Estefan, I wouldn't pay him. He can't cover. He doesn't play good in space. Well, he's still on the team as much as Steven wants him, and I'm not. I want everybody to get paid.
Jerome Baker's gonna have a huge year, bro.
Hey, no. Hey, Jerome Baker, I need a check for $19,000, bro. Hit me up, all right? Everybody wants Jerome Baker to get paid, including me. What I'm saying is, he still, if he doesn't better his coverage skills, it was irrelevant because we don't have another coverage linebacker. We've had an issue the entire season last year. The season before, we know because we didn't have any players. But the glaring weakness last season, there were 2. The offensive line coverage linebackers. We didn't have any. To be honest, I didn't like the fact that Kyle Van Noy was out against Kansas City. I thought we could have used Kyle Van Noy against Kansas City. It's not that Kyle Van Noy is the best coverage, but Kyle Van Noy is intelligent enough that he's seen stuff that you might get Baker on. Like you may run a play and Baker.
It just depends on linebackers, though, bro, because you really don't. Look, it's nice to have if your linebacker can get anywhere near the hash, bro, and cover that area, which McKinney can do. That outside responsibility goes to the Will and the Sam, the strong side linebacker, bro. Like you just look, bro. Look at this roster, bro. You're gonna tell me y'all gonna sit here? All y'all gonna sit here and tell me that you cannot use a linebacker like McKinney, bro?
I'm just saying that you're missing Estefan. You are missing the point. The point
I'm not
is
arguing with you.
And I'm not denying McKinney's talent. What I'm telling you is we have other people in the building that can provide the same exact that can provide the same exact job skill set that McKinney did, plus they're more versatile in other areas. And odds are we're going to be not engaging in as many scenarios where McKinney would benefit as we will where we can have 2 or 3 linebackers that can do such a better job. And they're cheaper.
In other words, that's what you want us. In other words, what you want us to do, and I even agree with you. Okay, what you want us to do is keep McKinney on the team, even though we have Jerome Baker who does the same thing, and Landon Roberts do it on the defensive side the same way they kept Jakeem Grant, who isn't worth keeping, even though Jalen Waddle can do the same thing.
Y'all need to stop saying that. They don't do the same thing. No, none of those guys are on that guy's level, bro. They are not on his level against the run. We're gonna play teams that don't give a damn about space or any of that crap, bro, and they're gonna run it right at you, bro.
I see what he means. Yeah, they can't.
Wait till we catch the bro, and tell me that you don't want that guy.
Estefan,
I know what you mean.
Let me ask you a question.
I know what you mean.
We got Derrick Henry coming. I'm just saying, y'all.
Let me ask you a question.
How bad y'all want to make the playoffs?
Estefan, let me ask you a question.
I agree.
Is it of your mindset, of your thought, that because McKinney isn't on this team, that our defense is going to fail and that we're going to lose games because McKinney's not on this team?
I think so, and I'm not him.
So no, it's about maximizing your roster, bro.
They are maximizing their roster.
Look, it's better to have a guy like that, bro. Bro, y'all are arguing Jakeem Grant. I can't believe y'all even arguing this, bro. This is the guy that it's better to have on your team.
Grant's a one-trick pony, the same way McKinney's a one-trick pony.
No.
Yeah, but the difference. Yeah, but
McKinney's more bro. Bro, it's better to have a guy like that on your roster. Period, bro.
But
period.
I'm agreeing with you, Estefan. Hold on. But yeah, even though he's a one-trick pony, Jakeem Grant. Where I'm understanding where Estefan is coming from is that Landon Roberts, I like Landon Roberts. I'm glad we kept him. But the problem is, according to everything we've watched on video and I've seen on different when I've been watching tape on him, he doesn't read and dissect the run fast enough. He sees it, but when it's too late. McKinney is elite when it comes to reading and dissecting the run game and getting to the ball before the ball gets to you, okay, as compared to the other linebackers that we have, even though they all have the same skill set. Okay, that's what Estefan's talking about. I would have felt better having McKinney on this team. If you tell me what I want McKinney or do I want Landon Roberts, I would take McKinney. That's just me. But I understand why they made the switch. Now we got to see if it doesn't bite us in the butt.
I don't think it's going to be the difference between a win and a loss.
Well, that depends on what team is running the ball at us and can we stop it. Because if we can't and Jerome Baker is making $39 million but he's falling on his butt, then it's going to be a difference.
Bleezy 30 says McKinney refused to play special teams. That's why he got shook down and that's why he got cut.
Oh well, that's a whole other story. Then, Estefan, your argument is completely mute. If we didn't want to play special teams, you can't just do what you want. That's it. Simple as that.
Now I don't know if that's true or not.
That's adding to it, bro. We ain't even talking about that, man. Like that's irrelevant. You know what I mean? That's basically it, bro. That has nothing to do with
irrelevant,
man.
Wait. Time out.
A lot of y'all have sat here and argue, even the comment section, I don't give a damn, are sitting here arguing, bro, trying to tell me that these guys at the middle linebacker position are better, bro, than Bernard McKinney. Bro, that's crazy, man. That is crazy, bro. The instincts that guy has, nobody has it, bro, at a middle linebacker spot.
I'm gonna pull an Ennis. Then why hasn't anybody signed him yet?
Right.
Actually, there's two teams
trying to
get him right now, Steven. If you don't know, there's Jets and there's Washington.
But
just letting you know.
But they ain't signed him yet.
Okay, but I'm not disputing. But I'm not arguing that fact.
He would have been snatched as soon as he got released.
I agree. We'll see. Maybe they don't want to pay him. Maybe the reason why he hasn't been picked up isn't because he's not going to be snatched. Maybe he just thought he was going to get more money. Being a Pro Bowler or a former Pro Bowler,
he thought he was worth more.
Yeah,
and he's not.
He thought, so they have to work on the contract. But it's not. But that's the thing. Don't sit there and say it's irrelevant from one standpoint, because the only thing I keep hearing about Brian Flores, apart the fact that he lies to your face, and we all see that.
Oh no!
And I get why he does it. Well, I have my opinion. He does one thing. He asks you to be versatile. So if you don't want to play special teams and he wants you to play special teams, it may be irrelevant for you to do, but apparently he values it more than McKinney did. And that's unfortunate. So if that's the reason why he's not here, this entire argument is mute. Even though you're correct as far as run diagnosing, and I agree with you, because we're in agreement, it doesn't matter.
Look, you don't have, not everybody has to be versatile. You have enough guys that you can be versatile. That's the same problem. That's exactly why we don't have a right tackle, bro. They're trying to sit you guys and cross train. No. Just get a damn right tackle that's been playing right tackle his whole damn life. You know what I mean?
You're basically making.
He is as true as a middle linebacker could be, bro.
You are making my point for why half a year ago I got up here with everybody telling me that I was insane and said that if the Dolphins lose and they play horribly, Brian Flores was on the hot seat due to certain moves that I thought were unbeneficial to the team. No, hold on, Steven. I don't need you to argue it. I agree with you. You have your opinion. I'm just telling him the same thing he's arguing now is the same thing I was arguing before, and everybody told me I was nuts. I understand that there are things that he does that just
nuts.
You know, okay, I'm nuts, but we all know that here's the problem. If we're talking about winning now, the two spots that we've all known were glaring weaknesses on the Dolphins last year are the same two spots that are glaring weaknesses now. They didn't fix any of the weaknesses.
I gotta address something. You said earlier, bro, that so I don't think that our defense is going to be successful at stopping the run. No, bro. Put it in the right context. I'm just talking about McKinney in comparison to these other guys, bro, because I do believe in Flo enough to, bro, I'm not going to question Flo and his coaching on that side of the ball. He's proven that he can go to another level, bro. And those linebackers are going to be playing off of that front line. I'm actually my guy that I'm watching this year is going to be Davis, bro. He's going to take it up another notch, bro. He's going to be a better player.
Okay. But time out.
That still can be a liability, bro. Is that I'm telling even the Falcons were getting yards on these guys that you guys are raving over, bro.
I'm not raving over anybody, bro. I don't like our run defense. I never have. I just want us to outscore. Sometimes your best defense is your offense, and I've said that before on this channel. So I'm not worried about the defense. I don't expect Miami to stop anybody running the football. You want my sincere opinion? I expect New England to run all over us week one. I just expect us to outscore them. because Miami's defensive philosophy, apart from running the football, has always been bend but don't break. You can run 150 yards on Miami as long as you only score 9 points on 3 field goals, and we score 2 touchdowns, we win the game. So I don't mind them running the ball for 150 yards. As long as I don't score 7 points, I don't care.
What's up, EM Baller? How are you? Please get in this conversation.
Hey, what's good, y'all? Yeah, I'm gonna talk
I like
about
his
the
picture.
2 things.
I want a coffee.
Yeah, thanks. yeah, I'm drinking coffee now. To be believe it or not. Yeah, the Bernardrick McKinney one, I am on both sides. Technically, I am upset that they got rid of him, but I do understand it, and I am going to trust Flo as far as defensive personnel goes. Upset about it, but I would rather have Landon Roberts over him.
Were you upset when Kyle Van Noy got cut, EM?
I'm not gonna lie, I was.
No,
I was
not real.
Okay. I just wanted
not really.
Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
If then no, I'm not. If they had to take a giant cap hit to cut him, then yes, I would have. But the way Greer structured his contract, I kind of like it. I thought they were going to keep him for 1 more year. I thought it was structured for 2 years, but it is what it is. No, I'm not that upset about Kyle Van Noy being cut, and I'm also going to mention on the right tackle position, I'm telling y'all, Liam Eichenberg is so technically sound. His footwork is so good. If you watched him in college, he can play either tackle position at a high level.
Estefan's going to argue with you.
This is the year that we were
argue with you on that.
This is the year that we were, bro. Look, he's a project. I get that.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not.
Look, bro, you can't argue this with me, bro. He was a left tackle in college, not a right tackle. Bro, you passed up on Sam Cosmi, bro.
Good.
You passed up on Sam Cosmi that could have been starting week 1.
Argue that, bro.
And bro, Steven sat up here
Sam Cosmi starts
to try to tell me that dude was going to start the right tackle position, and now he's backpedaling, and the dude's not even going to start at right tackle, bro.
Jesse Davis starts over Sam Cosmi, dude. They're not the reason Liam Eichenberg isn't.
You go show me my receipt where I said that.
They want to bring him in slowly, just like Javon Holland. They're bringing him slowly, and they're going to eventually. He's going to eventually start. Liam Eichenberg and Javon Holland. If Javon Holland's not starting already, they're both going to start.
I love you, man.
I love you too, buddy.
Hey, bro, I don't care if you're wrong, man. You know what? I want to be wrong. You know what? I hope he proves me wrong, bro. I hope he starts that first game and balls out, man.
All right.
Bro, I'm a fan, bro. I'm okay with being wrong. I ain't like most people that I just hate being right all the time, bro. You know what I mean?
And Estefan, here's my true perception of your view, not just you, but just Dolphin fans with your perception, right? And what I'll say is I truly think it's Dolphins PTSD. I don't think that you are ready to put full faith in something that you haven't seen with your own eyes, because the reality is we haven't seen it, right? That's true. I'll give you that much. And then the second thing is it's tough to put faith in something when at the end of the day, I mean, this team is the definition of mediocre for the last 20 years. And so you have to be able to not only win, you need to get in the playoffs and win a playoff game. And I truly think that when the Dolphins get into the playoffs and win a playoff game, I think half of the fan base that has PTSD, I'm not saying all of them, but I think a majority of the PTSD fan base, they're gonna change their mindset, and they're gonna be like, you know what, this is working. We're in the right direction. Let's go.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna be over here cheering with my pom poms, bro. If we win a wild card game against a crap team, bro.
We haven't won a playoff game in 20 plus years, Estefan.
No, bro. That's okay. We're different, bro. We're different. I get it, bro. We're all fans. But hell no, bro. I want to start beating the big dogs already,
Gotta
bro.
crawl before you walk. Gotta crawl
Nah,
before you walk.
nah, bro.
So
We need
you'd
to show
rather
up to
not,
that
you'd
damn
rather
Ravens
not go.
game. We need to show up to that damn Tampa game, bro. We
Yo,
need to
I'll
compete
tell you.
against the Bills.
Look, two things. We need to split with Buffalo. That's one. Okay. We need to beat Baltimore because we have to. Like, to me, that's a mental thing. I don't even think that's a team thing. I just feel like we have to figure out a way to beat Baltimore, and then we have to win in prime time against the Saints. And I'm not saying the Saints are good. I'm just saying we don't play well in prime time.
Well, I'm gonna explain to you a little problem with the whole Baltimore thing, because the whole Baltimore thing I've seen for years, and if anybody doesn't realize that the Miami Dolphins just look like they're a fragile bunch of wussies in that blue, they just don't play physical. That for some reason the Dolphins don't like to play physical. The 1972 Dolphins that ran through people never migrated to 2021. They've just never been physical.
Bro, this ain't your mama's defense. I'm telling you,
Let me say something. Let me say something.
They play weak, bro. They play soft, man.
You gonna feel really good about yourself if we beat a team like the Bengals in a wild card game, bro?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
100%. 100%. I want to win a playoff game. We win a playoff game this year was successful for me. No point, no doubt in my mind. Anybody disagree with me in the chat, please?
Okay. Oh no, I agree with you. Actually, the Bengals have a decent team. What about the Jets?
Jets ain't making the playoffs.
What about the Jets? That you don't know that.
I don't care who we beat in the playoffs. We win a playoff game. It's a successful year.
All right, bro. I'm just putting it. I'm just saying, man. The teams that have had that history of winning, those are the teams I want to beat. I don't give a damn about anybody else. I get it,
but I also don't want to be a fly by night, right? Like, let's say the Dolphins go and they win 2 playoff games, and we end up in the AFC Championship game. By the way, I'm getting excited just thinking about it. I just had a moment. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Got a little warm and fuzzy on the inside just thinking about it. But what I will say is if that happens, I don't want which I'm sure will happen, by the way. I'm sure the national media will come out the woodwork and say, oh, they got lucky. Oh, they got on a run, but they're really not that. The next year, they will still put us in. I don't know if they're still there. Like, let's gradually get it. Because the reality is, I want to be here for the next 15 to 20 years. I want to be in the playoff contention and Super Bowl contention for the next 15 to 20 years. I want to do what the stupid Patriots did for us for 20 years. Okay? That's what I want. And I'm over mediocrity. And I also but I'm also I'm a football fan, and I understand that I'm not going to give up on this team, not this team, but I'm not going to give up on this front office or this head coach, even if we take a step back this year. I know that we're on the right track, and I don't think that we're going to take a step back this year. I think this is a 13-win team. I think that we're going to win at least 1 playoff game, if not 2. Like, I think that's how good we are. I really do. Anybody disagree? Feel free to talk, but I don't think that that's the case.
I just want to ask that. He said if we go to a wild card game and win against a scrubby team, he don't want that. Did I hear that correctly?
No. What I heard Estefan said is that if we win a playoff game in the wild card, that it does matter what team we play against. I think if we win a playoff game, period, our season was successful. And I want to know what people in the chat think of that. If we win a playoff game, do you think it was a successful season? Yes or no? Put it in the chat box right now. I want to hear from you.
Yeah, just getting there is a success because we didn't make
Absolutely,
it.
Absolutely, it's a successful season, and the AFC is so good. Like, we're not the Dolphins. If they make the playoffs, they're not going to play a scrubby team. The AFC is so much better than the NFC. Dolphins won 10 games and couldn't make the playoffs last season, and the AFC is still really good.
All right, that's my point. Like we win a wild card game. That means we played against somebody good. What do you mean?
Exactly, like a Tennessee or a 49ers or something like that. A good team.
I'll give you that, man. There's not a drop off, and the AFC is pretty competitive. I'll give you that, but to actually feel like we
By the
arrived,
way,
man,
everybody
I want to
in
see the signature win.
everybody in the chat box has to finish saying if we win a playoff game, it's a successful year, no matter what.
Even getting there.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not successful, bro. It's not gonna have the same feeling like if you beat somebody, bro.
Estefan, let me ask you: are you a Dolphins fan?
What kind of question is that, bro?
Okay, I know that you are. I know that you are. But let me ask you, as a Dolphins fan, Estefan, do you know what winning a playoff game feels like? Because I don't. I was a little kid the last time the Dolphins won a playoff game. I don't remember it. I remember it, but I don't remember it as a fan, like a diehard, like I was a kid. I don't know what a playoff win feels like as a Dolphins fan. I want to know what that shit feels like. I want to know what it feels like coming off the field after a playoff win, being like, all right, let's go. We're going to the next round, baby. We got this. I was there in Pittsburgh in negative 11-degree weather. Matter of fact, you making me hot right now. I was there in 11-degree weather. I was there for the stomping in Pittsburgh. And I will be there for the next playoff game that we're going to be at, wherever it's going to be. But I'm telling you right now, I just want to feel that feeling of a playoff win. That's all. That to me, that's the feeling, man. That's what I want. That's what I'm yearning for. I'm over mediocrity.
I hear you, Steven. I hear you. Yeah, I mean, a playoff victory, yes, it'll feel good, bro.
It'll feel amazing.
Damn, it'll feel a hell of a lot better, bro, if we beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh, bro. That's all I'm saying, man. You can't tell me it ain't gonna feel different. You know we showed up when we finally arrived, bro. I want to know that we're here, bro, for the next 15 years, like you were saying. And I didn't know you were a motivational speaker, bro. Pretty good. I'm pretty sure you oohed and awed a lot of people in the chat, bro. They're feeling you. So, but I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about y'all's feelings, man. No, I'm just playing. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Bro, that's not a cuss word. What are you talking about?
It is, man. I'm trying to make this a family-friendly show.
I hear you over something.
I want kids
I know,
to
my
listen
bad.
to this.
I feel you. I hear you.
God, Estefan. I love you, though.
You almost had me, bro. It was a tearjerker. Almost had me, bro.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, bro.
I get you, bro. We're fans, bro. We're just ready to see this team win, man. And it is one step at a time,
and
bro.
by the way, Estefan, you hit the nail on the head. We're just ready. We're just ready is the key phrase there. This fan base is just ready for it. They're over everything else. We're done talking. We want to see it. And if you ain't about it, then get the step. And that's what and that includes the front office and the players. The front office and the players better have one goal and one goal on tomorrow. And that's win, no matter what. Got Super Bowl on my mind and I can never give it up. Everybody's hands go up and they stay there. Okay, yes, I'm not gonna sing. I gave y'all a couple of lines. I don't want to lose people on the morning show. I'm trying to gain people. Look, Steven, I feel you. It's been pain since the year 2000. For me, it's been 21 years. Yeah, straight up, man. Rashad said, I want a Super Bowl. Forget a playoff win. I just want to win a playoff game. Give me a playoff game.
I don't know why we don't agree on a lot of stuff, bro. But you and me, we come from different worlds, bro. You like to laugh at me when I look at other girls. You know?
I mean, I laugh at you.
Sometimes you're crazy and I don't know why. I'm just a baby. Yeah, the Dolphins made me cry.
My dream is to interview Darius Rucker on this show. I need y'all's help with that. Andre said, leave the singing to Solo. Solo don't sing, he rap.
Only want to be with you.
Only want to be with you. I love it.
Put on a little Dylan. Sitting
All right,
on
guys.
the fence.
Final thoughts. Final thoughts. What do you guys have for me? Because I got to go here and make some money. I got to go to work.
The U kicks Alabama's butt. That's my final take.
Oh, man, I would love
Dolphins are going to make the playoffs.
Yes, no doubt about that. I agree. Big John, you
And
still
do
there?
not get blown out by
we don't play till
Baltimore.
next week. Hook 'em.
Hey, man. Oh, hey.
Hook 'em, baby. And good luck to the Hurricanes, bro.
Hey, speaking of Monday morning, there will be no show Monday morning. I'm sorry, guys. No show Monday morning. You have to wait till Tuesday.
Labor Day, right?
There's no show on Monday. None. If you're expecting a show on Monday, don't expect one. Come back Tuesday. There will be no show on Monday. I'm enjoying my weekend.
You go on and enjoy yourself. You're working hard, bro.
Enjoy yourself.
Hey, bro. Yeah. I wish you were off today, bro.
Why?
So I could tell you don't get fired on your day off, Craig.
Don't get fired on your day off. How do you get fired on your day off, Craig? They said they got me on camera stealing boxes. Oh, they what you doing? Building a clubhouse, Craig? No, they ain't got me on no camera stealing no boxes. That's my movie. Love you, brother. Be good.
I'll tell you how you look, bro. You look like a snitch
later,
now, man. You look like you're ready to go tell on somebody.
Big John, last time, are you there? Big John 007.
Yeah, he's out, man.
He's out.
He took a nap.
He's out like a light.
Hey, bro. Thanks
Have you
for having
listened
me
to
on.
the new Drake album yet?
No. I hadn't listened to the new Kanye either, bro. I like Kanye.
That new Kanye is fire. I don't care what nobody say. That new Kanye is straight fire. Love it.
I got to check it out, man. I do like Kanye. I mean, I'm not a fan of his live. I'm sorry, not his live. I didn't mean to say it. His live performances.
Oh, bro, I went to watch the Throne Tour. I went to see Jay-Z and Kanye watch the Throne Tour. Best concert I've ever been to in my life.
I don't know which one I went to, but there was like a volcano on the stage, and
that wasn't Watch the Throne.
He showed up late. He was laying down on the stage, talking into the mic, bro. It was like the worst performance I saw. I was like, dude, you're feeling yourself too much right now. You need to entertain.
Bro, Donda's overhyped. Poda.
I'll tell you this,
awesome.
bro. That little dude, Mac Miller, bro, R.I.P., bro. He came out and stole the show, bro. Because I like all kinds of music. I like rock. You know, I'm not like
listening to a lot lately. MGK. MGK. I said that right? Machine Gun Kelly. I like his rock albums, man. His rock albums are pretty good.
There's only one GK, bro. That's UGK, bro.
UGK,
bro. Don't ever forget that, bro. That's a Texas thing, though, man. I love UGK. Of course, right?
Big John, you back? What's up, Big John? Final thoughts, Big John. We got to go.
I think you got bad reception.
All right, Big John.
Yeah, bro, I'm going to have to check out the album, bro. I do like Kanye, so that's what's up, man. Thanks for having me on. I'm ready for next week, but until next week, bro, we got college football this weekend, so hook 'em, baby.
I know, baby. Let's go, the U. All right, hey, what's up? What's up, Big John? You there? Estefan, I'm kicking you off.
Yeah, man, what's up? My bad, I'm sorry. My daughter was jumping around. I had to go chase her.
A final thought of the day, brother. The floor is yours.
Man, I just, can it be a two-part final thought?
For you, yes.
All right, well, hopefully tomorrow the Kings put their foot in Alabama's double crooked letter, I guess. I would love to see UM take Alabama's complete confidence and just smash them in week one. That'd be great.
It would be the biggest upset of the year.
I don't care. It would be my biggest day of the year. That would be everything.
I'll be watching, man.
Saturday.
I'll be watching.
And
good.
And hopefully, man, I really want to see the Alabama Bowl, man. I want to see Tua versus Mac. I'm pretty sure Tua's gonna win. Everybody keeps saying Mac Jones is better on every channel.
Who?
I have a question.
Who?
If Mac Jones,
Who?
if Macaroni, exactly. If he's better, then how come when Tua and him came in at the same time, and they both came in at the same time in Alabama, and they were both there, how come he couldn't beat out Tua?
Yeah, dude, 281-330-8004.
There you go.
Hit Mac Jones up on the low.
I hope. I have a feeling we're gonna start off 2-0, man. I really do. I don't know why I have that feeling.
Hey.
So
from your mouth to God's ears, I know you right, man.
I really do think that they're gonna. I think we're gonna score about 24 points on New England, man. I really do.
Marty, you right, man. MGK did kill Eminem on that beef.
He did, but I don't want to get into that.
Straight murdered Eminem. I still listen to that. Matter of fact, when I get off here, I'm listening to that song. It's such a good song.
Man, I love you, man.
I love you too, brother. Be good. Hey,
go to work
no
now?
show Monday.
Hey, let me ask you a
Back on
question.
Tuesday.
You never got back to me on that Cameron gear, man.
Oh, East 32. No, so I'll be there week 2, and I'm gonna pick up a whole bunch of gear for people.
You need to let me know when you're down there, man. Let me know, and maybe
I'll be down there
by.
for week 2. I'll be down there for like Thursday through Tuesday.
Okay, what day would that be? What day is Thursday? That day you're gonna start. What day would that be?
16th, something like that. Whatever.
All right. Well, I'll hit you up around then, man. Maybe I'll meet you up somewhere down there.
Hey, man, I'm with it. I'm with it.
I'll buy you food. You know, you said you're a fat guy. You like eating. I'll buy you food.
I like food. I do love me some food. Guys, I want y'all to have a great weekend. Watch the Hurricanes, watch the U beat Alabama. Kill Shot was mid compared to Rap Devil. Rap Devil was crazy, man.
All right, man. I love you, man.
Have
a great weekend, man.
All right, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the show today. I had a lot of fun. This was a good Friday. It started out not good. My whatchamacallit? My power went out right when the show started. It wasn't good. No Dave East fans. I like Dave East. I do. He actually went to Towson University, if I'm correct, right near where I live. He went to like 3 or 4 different colleges. But yeah. Honestly, man, some of my favorite rappers right now would probably go. I mean, I always like Jay-Z and Kanye. They'll always be up there, but I really enjoy listening to MGK. Anything he puts out, I think is fire. Man, I don't want to, I'm having a brain fart right now. If you follow me on social media at Stephen D SKPL on Twitter today, I'll put on like my favorite, like my top 10 favorite rappers right now. So go follow me on Twitter at Stephen D SKPL. I need to step my Twitter game up. I need y'all's help. Y'all need to get on Twitter. J. Cole. Hey, Tuscaloosa Sosa. You want to hear a cool story about J. Cole? So J. Cole slept in my car one time. True story. So before he got big, like right before he signed with Jay-Z, his cousin I was friends with up here in Baltimore. And he goes, "Hey, man, I'm throwing a party for my cousin up here in Baltimore this weekend. Come through, hang out with us." I was like, "Cool. That's what's up." So I come, I hang out, we pick up. He's like, "But you got to help me pick him up from the airport." I was like, "All right." So I go pick him up from the airport. It's this dude. He starts hanging. He's like, "Yeah, man, I'm about to get signed by Jay-Z's record label." And I'm thinking this kid is just talking, right? Like who's in my car right now about to get signed to Jay-Z? Nobody. I drive a 2009 Hyundai Sonata. Not going to happen. And this is right before he blew up. And, anyways, we partied that weekend. It was his birthday weekend. We had a good time. We end up getting kicked out of the hotel. We slept in my car. I slept in the front seat. He slept in the back, and his cousin slept in the passenger seat. True story. So, I don't know, 6-8 months later, I'm working, and his cousin comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, man, I'm going to the concert tonight. Do you want to come?" I was like, "What are you talking about? The concert?" I'm like, he's like, "J. Cole." I'm like, "What do you mean? Yeah, you got tickets?" He's like, "J. Cole is my cousin, the one who slept in your car." I'm like, "What? No way." So yeah, like a year later, it wasn't probably 8 months. It was like a year later. But yeah, true story. J. Cole once slept in my car. True story. So I can say that. And I partied with him for one night. Cool dude. And before he got big, he was, it was just, I think that's a really cool story that I have. That is a cool story that I have about J. Cole. So I like J. Cole a lot. Follow me on Twitter. I'll tell you the rest. It's good stuff. Johnny Numbers says shows are becoming more football therapy, whole bunch of complaining and ranting. Johnny, that's what morning shows have always been for the last 20 years, bro. 20 years. That's what football shows have been. Tuscaloosa Sosa says, thank you for telling. Hey, Tuscaloosa, sign up to the channel, man. Become a member. You know you want to become a member. You always up here, my guy. Marty Woodley said, humble dude. He is a humble dude. Even to this day, he's still a humble dude. I'm not friends with his cousin no more because and not that because we had a falling out. We just don't work together. I haven't seen his cousin in years. But that's a true story. Yeah. Ice Cube, no Vaseline. Tuscaloosa says, I'm following you. MGK has good ghostwriters. Yo, come on, bro. Don't do that to me about him. All right. Tuscaloosa says, damn, let me sleep on it. Come on, man. You know you want to. Marty and Tuscaloosa, y'all should sign up and become members together. Come on. Y'all know y'all want to. Come on. Sign up. Become a member. Pete says, yeah, I like rap music. Show my nephew gave me some love. Comments, share it to 63 Young and let him know his uncle sent you on YouTube and Apple Music. All right, what's his name? 63 Youngin? 63 Youngin. I'll go check him out. Just for you, Pete. Just for you. Pete, you need to become a member of the channel, though, man. You do for me, I'll do for you, Pete. How about that? How about that, Pete? Become a member of the family. You are a member of the family no matter what, Pete. I love you, man. I did get paid today, Tuscaloosa said. Bro, it's Friday. Come on, man. Matter of fact, I'm glad you said that, Tuscaloosa. I want 2 people to sign up to become members right now. It's Friday. I know y'all got paid today. Let's go. Come on. Tuscaloosa, you better sign up right now and become a member. Marty says, have you seen his freestyles? You tripping? Well, Wayne had Ghost Riders too. Yo, the not the Carter 3, but what's Wayne's mixtapes? Pete, I appreciate it, Pete. I appreciate the donation. He says, I'm a member at heart. You're the man, brother. I love you, man. Thank you for the $10 donation. I appreciate it. Big Worm looking. What's Lil Wayne's freestyle albums? What are his freestyle albums? Do you know? I can't think of it. The Carter, not the Carter. Why am I having a brain fart? Like I don't have all his mixtapes. Damn, I can't think of it at the moment. It's throwing me for a loss. But I know it though. The drought. Yo, the drought is good. All those albums, all those mixtapes are fire. Nobody in this chat had been more fraud than me. I don't like cards anymore. The dedication, no ceilings. Yes. The dedication. Yo, all those are fire, yo. The link is working, but when I select membership, it's tripping out. I'll try to do it later, bro. Tuscaloosa. Are you sure, Tusk? Are you sure? Marty said he's had a few also. All right, I'll let y'all slide this time, Craig. All right, guys, this will be the last weekend that we're not going to have anything. So starting next Monday, 3:30 Eastern Standard Time, we will have a pregame show for all the Dolphins home games, or all the Dolphins games, period. Excuse me, all the Dolphins games, period. On home games, we're going to try to do it live from the stadium. So I'll be there, East 32 live. Usually it'll be an hour, but if I'm there at the stadium, I'll try to make it 2 because I want you all to hang out with me and have a good time. So, yeah, I'm excited, man. The season's coming up. We're 9 days away. It's going to be good times. And I can't wait to hang out with y'all. I'm not going to be here on Monday. I'll be back on Tuesday. So I will see y'all Tuesday. Oh, Tuscaloosa signed up. I got one. DWA for life. Boom. My guy. Let me make you a hold on. Let me pull this out. And add mod. Look at that. There we go. Wayne lost any after lollipop. All right, Marty, your turn, Marty. Sign up, become a member. AB says, see you later, Steven. AB, I love you, brother. Be good. I'll see you on Tuesday, man. I'm just hanging out now. But I really got to go. I got to go to work here in a minute. So I'm working from home today. My wife is in D.C. with her girls for her birthday. I'm going to meet her tomorrow, and we're going to hang out. It's going to be good times. I'm excited. I love you guys. Y'all the best fans in the world. Steven, you listen to Reason from TDE. Reason from the Fin side the NFL. I know Reason Fin side the NFL. That's my boy. Reason's my boy. I know that Reason. But from TDE, no, I don't know that. Wheezy Ep, baby. Please say the baby. Top Dog Entertainment. Nope. Hit me up on Twitter and send me a link to his music. I'll listen. I'll listen to anything. Send me a link on Twitter, Tuscaloosa. I'll make it happen. All right. I guess Marty's not coming. I guess Marty's not going to become a member. Tuscaloosa stepped up. Come on, Marty. Let's go. Become a member. You can do it. Yeah, Hurricane Larry headed to Canada. Yeah. Welcome to the Members Club, Tuscaloosa, Sosa, Chef Zhu. Chef Zhu was the very first person to ever become a member on my channel. I love Chef Zhu. I do. He's the man. True story. All right. I'm really leaving this time, guys. I love y'all. Y'all be good. Go rewatch my stuff. Go share it with everybody. Logan 15, I think they believe in Robert's back, the base defense. Yep. EM Dolphin. What's up, EM, my guy? Yo, listen to me, Stephen D. I want that shirt, bro. I need that shirt, bro. See, I know a guy, Cap. Cap, you used to be a member of the channel. What happened? Marty. Thought you would become a member. I know a guy. His name is Cameron. I just got your message, Tuscaloosa, on Twitter. I'll look at it later. All right, I'm leaving. I gotta go. Y'all, come on. Y'all keep me here. I love y'all. Y'all be good. Have fun this weekend. Don't party too hard. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. Watch a lot of college football because that's what I plan on doing this week. It'll be good. All right, guys. Peace out. Fins up for life. Y'all be good, fellas. Peace.